Okay, so today we're starting off with the eyes, and I'm going to go into my Naked Skin Concealer in medium light neutral to prime my eyelids, and I'm blending that in with the Real Technique sponge. I'm always sure to really get my inner corners and everything because my inner corners do get dark, and I always use concealer as an eyeshadow primer because my eyelids have a lot of discoloration and veins in them, and this is just a little trick that'll help out if you go the same way. Now I'm taking my NYC translucent powder and my e.l.f. Flawless Concealer brush just to set my eyelids to make sure that the shadows go on a lot smoother and they blend out a lot nicer. And then I forgot to use my actual eyeshadow primer before I set my eyelids because, I don't use eyeshadow primers, but I got this one for free in just a little thing from Ulta. And I figured I would try it out, so I'm going to try it over top of my eyelids, even though I've set the concealer. I don't know how it's going to work, but we're going to try it. I'm using my Too Faced Shadow Insurance primer, and I'm just going to apply that with my fingers and just blend it in like that. Okay, just BT dubs, don't try this. It does not work well whenever you've already set your eyelids. I'm sure it works good if you haven't, but it did not work very well for me. Not at all. Okay, and the first color I'm going to pick up for my eyeshadow is the color Nooner from the Naked 3 palette. It's kind of just like a dark mauve color, and I'm using that on my Simply Essential FE2 brush. I'm pretty sure this is just a Target brand because I got it from Target and I've never seen it anywhere else. But I'm using that brush, and I'm just going to put this right above the actual crease, and it's just going to help out to blend everything out and make everything blend seamlessly into your skin. Then I'm going into my Tartelette Tease palette with the shade BFF on an e.l.f. blending brush, and this is just the nice purple color in the bottom corner, and I'm just putting this directly into the crease. It's just there to deepen everything up and make everything look a little bit smokier. Then I'm taking my L'Oreal Color Rich eyeshadow in 208 Violet Butte, and I'm taking that on the flat end of my brush from my Naked 3 palette. And by the way, this color is so pretty, and they're so cheap, and it's really pigmented actually, so I would really recommend these. I don't have any other shades yet, but I'll definitely be picking up some more because they're so pretty. Okay, and then I'm going to apply some more BFF with the same crease brush just to blend out some more. And then going in with Nooner and that same FE2 brush to blend some more. And then I'm going in and applying the shade Limit from my Naked 3 palette with the same FE2 brush, just right above Nooner to blend everything out and make sure everything looks nice and smooth. Then, of course, I'm going to blend a little bit more Nooner because I lost depth, of course. Then, I feel like I lost depth some more. This whole look is basically just going over what you've already done. So I'm taking some more of BFF on a smaller blending brush, the same one, or not the same one from e.l.f., but it's still from e.l.f. And I'm putting it right directly into the eye socket just to really, really define the crease and make sure that there's a lot of depth. Then you're going to blend with a bigger crease brush again from e.l.f. And then touch up the lid color just a little bit, just because I feel like I lost some pigmentation with all the blending going on. And then finally, we are done with the eyes. And do not judge my hair, you guys. My hair looks real bad. My hair always looks real bad. But today is really bad. So to start with the skin, I'm going into my NYX Born to Glow Illuminating Primer. And I'm going to mix that in with my Naked Skin Foundation. And I'm in the shade 4.0 in this foundation. And I'm applying this with my Real Techniques sponge. And then I felt like I wanted more coverage just because the eye look is very dramatic. So I used my e.l.f. foundation brush to apply some of the foundation to give me more coverage, and then I blended it in with the sponge. Then to conceal and highlight, I'm going in with my Naked Skin Concealer from Urban Decay in the shade Medium Light Neutral. And I'm putting this under my eyes, down my nose, chin, Cupid's bow, forehead, and all the places you want to highlight. I'm also using my Morphe M410 brush to put the concealer around my eyeshadow to clean it up. This is just a flat brush. Then I'm using that same Real Techniques sponge to blend everything in. Then to cream contour, I'm taking my NYX Wonder Stick in the Universal shade, and I'm putting this right underneath my cheekbones, my forehead, my nose, chin, and jawline. And I'm blending it in with my Real Techniques sculpting brush. And I'm always sure, especially whenever I'm blending in cream contour around my cheekbones, that I push the brush like up into my cheekbones instead of dragging it down. because if you drag it down, it's going to do the whole opposite effect that you want. It's going to make your cheekbones look saggy and just not prominent at all. And then I'm using the highlight side of the Wonder Stick on my cheekbones, nose, cupid's bow, chin, and forehead. I've seen a lot of people use this like under their eyes as concealer and stuff, but on me it comes out kind of shimmery, so I'm using it for an actual highlight. And I'm blending all that in with my Morphe G6 brush. Then I'm going to set my under eyes with my e.l.f. Under Eye High Definition Powder, and I'm using that same Flawless Concealer brush from e.l.f. that we set our eyelids with. Then, using that same powder we set the eyelids with, the NYC Smooth Skin Powder, I'm going to take that and set the rest of my face with using my e.l.f. Professional Total Face Brush. Next, to bronze up the skin, I'm going to take my Too Faced Chocolate Soleil Bronzer, medium deep, and I'm using this random e.l.f. brush to set my contour. I don't really know what the name of it is, but, you know, it's just a little tapered brush. Then I'm going in with Amaretto from my Jaclyn Hill face palette, and I'm using my e.l.f. complexion brush, and I'm going to apply more to the back of my cheekbones instead of on the apples of my cheeks, because if you if you apply your blush back on your cheekbones, it's going to make your face look more angular and kind of help the contour come out a little bit more. But if you apply it just to the cheeks, it's going to bring your face in and just give you a whole nother effect. Then I'm going to take that same e.l.f. Professional Face Brush we set the face with, and I'm just going to run it over everything to make sure everything's blended and there's no harsh lines. Then I'm taking Prosecco Pop from my Jaclyn Hill face palette, and I'm using this e.l.f. blush brush, and I'm putting it on my cheekbones, my nose, cupid's bow, chin, and above my eyebrows. Then I'm taking that big brush once again from e.l.f. and I'm just going to blend everything out and make sure it's not too harsh. Then I'm going to bake underneath my contour on my nose and my forehead. I don't normally bake, but I figured this is a dramatic look, so we'll go with it. And then I go back in with my bronzer on an e.l.f. small stippling brush just to diffuse the harsh contour line a little bit because it was a little bit too sharp for me. Then I decided I wanted a little bit more of a glow, so I took Rose Spritz from my Jaclyn Hill face palette, which is the pink shimmery color, and I applied that on my cheeks for just a little bit more of a glow. Now moving back to the eyes, I'm going to take BFF from that Tarte palette on an e.l.f. smudge brush. I'm going to smudge it right into the lower lash line. Then I'm taking Nooner on that small e.l.f. crease brush, and I'm just going to blend everything out. And then I got this baked eyeshadow from Femme Couture, I don't know. You pronounce it one of the two ways. I'm probably butchering it, whatever. And I'm going to take that, and it's in the shade Lotta Latte. And I'm going on an e.l.f. professional eyeshadow brush, and I'm popping that in the inner corner just to have a little bit of a highlight. And then I'm putting some of Champagne Pop over my highlight to lighten it up a little bit because the purple is a little bit too dark, but I still wanted to have a purple hint. Then I don't know where the actual footage of this went, but I used my Better Than Sex mascara on my top lashes, and then I used my Tarte Lights Camera lashes on my bottom lashes. Then I used my Anastasia Dip Brow in the shade Taupe, and then I used my NYX eyebrow gel, I think, in the shade Blonde. And then to keep the lips nice and neutral, because the eyes and the face are very bold, I just took my NYX lip gloss, what is it? No, the NYX Butter Gloss. I took my NYX Butter Gloss in Tiramisu and just put that all over my lips. And that's the completed look for today. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and if you did, be sure to hit that subscribe button, be sure to give me a thumbs up or leave me a nice comment, and I guess I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks, bye!